Well, I mentioned to you that I have the number 1 and number 2 students with me in studio. Let's find out whether they expected this and how they're feeling after knowing that they're top in the entire country. Simiyu Wanjala from Murang'a High School is here, straight A student. Thank you so much for making time. Wasonga Allan, number 2 from Agorosare High School, and you studied in the toilet. Amazing story there. Thank you for making time. And Pius Simiyu, Robinson's father, is also here with us. Robinson, I'll start with you. Did you expect to perform this well?
Well, I expected to perform well, but to this extent, certainly not.
Why not?
There's that belief that the exams would be difficult. Yeah, there's that belief that you can't make it to the top. But I think today it's a testimony.
Yeah? Was this your own belief? What made you think you can't make it to the top? Or was it during the exams you figured the exam ni ngumu mbaya?
Not really, yeah. But all through the course, I expected to perform well.
Yeah.
But of course, becoming the best, it was just, it seemed out of reach to some extent.
Yeah.
But I had the dream in me since I left Form 3 and I was joining Form 4. I had the dream to be the best, and the teachers, they really encouraged me.
Yeah.
So I decided to fight and give my best. Even if I won't be the best, then I'll say it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling now? I know being a star and being the number 1, it must be overwhelming to you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We were eating lunch actually,
yeah.
And then I had the CS mention Murang'a High School, and we had to rush to the TV only for him to mention my name, and I don't think I can explain the feeling. It was definitely amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alan, how did you feel when you heard that you're number 2 in the country?
I don't have the words to explain. It was just overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you went through a particularly difficult time. I know your mother told Wahiga that at some point you had to study in the toilet. Why was that?
Yeah, you know, she wanted to sleep. She was complaining about the lights, and the concentration, my concentration was high at night. I would grasp things more, so I had to read at night. So I just went to the toilet, put the lights on and read. I would read there sometimes, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But where did you draw the inspiration? Because as a young person having to go through it in the toilet, did you at some point doubt yourself, thinking maybe I might not make it? Why am I going through all this suffering?
Yes, the doubts they were always there. They were always there with me, because at first I was just studying. I wanted to get an A and do medicine. But at Form 3, the teacher started telling me that when the director of studies was announcing the results, we expect you to be in the top 10, we expect you to lead in the country. Then I would just laugh them off, even my fellow students, and tell them that, okay, I'll perform well, but that one, we'll just see. Let me just do my best. I'll do my best. I don't know if I'll be there, but whatever happens, I'll know that I did my best.
But as you're sitting the exams, what was going through your mind? Because, you know, as you read the questions, you're wondering, do I know what I'm answering? Is this tricky? Is it easy? Did you think the exams were comfortable, so to speak?
Okay. What I can say is for many students, they can testify that while you're doing the exams, let's say you're doing 8 subjects.
Yeah.
Some subjects you are saying, this one, no matter what happens, I have an A. But this English, this Kiswahili, I don't know. Sometimes I score A, sometimes I score a B. I don't know what will happen. So while you are doing that you are challenging subject, yeah, like Kiswahili, you are very apprehensive. You meet a question you are not sure of the answer. You're like, what, this question will make me not to score an A, this English question. Yeah. But something like maths, physics, you're just like, this one, let me do it. Yeah. You are comfortable with it, yes.
I am particularly touched that you are studying in the toilet, and I can't imagine what was going through your mind at the time, because your mom was there and she found you in the toilet at that particular point. What did you even tell her? How did you explain this to her?
It was, see, now everything was self-explanatory. She saw me, she went back, I took the book, I'd finished reading. It was a physics textbook. It was during the pandemic. I was trying to cover the syllabus. We were at topic 3.
Yeah.
And I was trying, the topics are 11. So I was just trying my best because the pressure was high. Because if no one had told me that we want you to lead in Kenya, I would not have gone to the toilet to read. I would have just read casually, scored even just an A, normal A, and do the medicine. But now the expectations were so high. The teachers have said it, fellow students have said it. If they can see that, so let me do my best. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see. Yes.
Okay. All right, I have to take a quick break here on the Monday Report. When we come back, Simiyu is here with us also. He's Robinson's father. We'll find out from him what it took from him as a father to prepare his son for the #1 position. Well, thank you so much for staying with the Monday Report. Like I mentioned, you are amongst greatness. We have the #1 and the #2 students in the entire country. There, everyone is talking about them right now. Simiyu Robinson Wanjala from Murang'a High School and Wasonga Allan Sare High School. And this is a difficult story. He had to study in the toilet. Can you imagine that? And still beat everyone else and emerge #2. Simiyu is also here, Robinson's father. Before I took the break, I wanted to know from you, how does it feel being the father to a #1 student? I know you must have pushed you into the limelight all of a sudden.
Thanks so much, Trevor.
Yeah.
Probably before I say how I feel, let me congratulate these 2 young men who are with me here in the studio for doing such a super job for us.
Yeah.
And I would particularly like to thank Alan for what he went through and still managed to beat all the odds to become #2.
Yeah.
Secondly, I would like to say as a father and as a parent, I'm very happy. I am elated.
Yeah.
I didn't expect Robin to perform that well, although expectations were high.
Yeah.
But to be #1 in the country, I think for me, when he told me that when he was in Form 3 that he was targeting to become #1, I thought he was being overambitious. And what I told him was just do your best.
Yeah.
Don't push yourself too far. There is no pressure. As a dad, whatever you get, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
But he kept pushing himself, and more often he was telling me, I'll still be Kenya 1, I believe.
Yeah.
But I said, remember, there are many other good people around.
Yeah.
So you can be among the best, but probably not the very best. Whichever way it goes, it's
And
okay.
now indeed he is
But
Kenya.
now that he did his #1, I'm a very happy and proud dad.
How did he end up in Murang'a High School though?
What happened is that Robin had a very humble background.
Yeah.
So he studied in a very local primary school, Gashie Primary School in Kiambu.
Yeah.
This is a school which is solo, and it wasn't performing really well from the beginning. But there was the head teacher, Mr. Wakebi. He's all rested in Thanopis. And the deputy, Mr. Njoroge, who were very close to him. Yeah. So when he was in class 5, he started there. He was doing well all along. In class 5, I thought I would transfer him to a better school. But I remember that head teacher and the deputy told me, please, we've nurtured this boy, let us go all the way with him. He will perform well. Because the school never went beyond probably 300 marks. But when he got to class 8 and he performed well, he got 409 marks. I was very happy for him. The schools that he chose, however, Murang'a was not among them. So when he was called to Murang'a, I didn't even know Murang'a High School, and I was a bit shocked. But I've always trusted the teachers. So I spoke to the deputy headmaster, and he told me Murang'a is a good school. One, in discipline, it is one of the best in central Kenya. So don't worry about it, he'll perform. And I said, okay, if that is it. Then Robin also said, that is where I'll go. Wherever I'm called, that's where I'll go. So that's how he ended up in Murang'a High School. And when we went to the school, and I met the principal, Mr. Kuria, and the deputy, Mr. Karanja, and Mr. Washira, and all the other teachers, I think they received him so well. He was able to bond in quite fast, because that was his first boarding life, but he was able to bond in so fast. So just the second time, and he was already at the top, and he said, I'll go all the way. When he went in, he was actually at number 40 from the performance of KCP.
Wow.
But then he went to the top, and he remained there all along. So I'm really happy.
If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Simiyu, what do you do for a living?
I work for, I'm a risk manager with a security consultancy firm.
Okay. How many siblings does Robinson have?
There are 5.
There are 5.
So he's the third born.
He's the third born.
Yes.
How then do you wade through the pressure? Because you know the rest of the students now, the rest of the siblings now look up to him. Yes. How do you ensure as a parent that you don't give them unnecessary pressure while at the same time bringing out their best potential? Because now he's the poster boy.
Yes. Actually, all along, I've never been the kind of parent to micromanage my children. So his siblings have also gone to university, who are ahead of him. But Robin has been a bit exceptional right from the beginning. He was performing so well. But as a parent, what I was doing, I was trusting the teacher more, the teachers more. So I was, mine was facilitative and guidance. Just in telling him, Robin, be yourself, be disciplined, respect the teachers. One of the things I've come to learn that makes these young men and women who are in school to do well is discipline and respect for teachers. I would never allow my child to speak badly about any teacher. So they always respect their teachers as their parents. And the teachers were able to guide him. Actually, when he was even making choices for what he wants to do, I always say, don't consult me, consult the teachers. So for his siblings, I think I'll take the same trend. Don't pressure yourself too much. But like what I was telling Robin all along, just do your best. Don't do something that when you perform, you will say, if I worked harder, I would have done better. So I always told him, do what you know, you'll never regret in the future and say, probably I would have done better than this. Let it be that this is the best that I was able to do, and I did exactly just that.
Robin, you know, for you, there's no better than this. You're number one already, but many people are wondering, what was the most challenging moment for you, and what were your study patterns like? Did you used to study up until 4 a.m. or at midnight? What was your pattern like?
I used to try and push myself to the maximum, especially for the last year, 2020. It started well, and of course I was pushing myself. I was waking up before the rest at about 3, sleeping at 11:30. But then COVID came and we came home. And during that long holiday, I tried to ensure that I remain committed, and I tried to design a timetable like that one of school. So even at home, I could find myself waking up at 4 and getting to my books and still sleeping at about 11. And sometimes, of course, I will feel that this is too much, I'm not going further. But I would rethink and remember all the confidence that the teachers had in me, the parents and my classmates, all the people. And I will tell myself, no, I can't let you down. I'm going to give my best. So it was challenging when we came home. But I really thank my parents. They ensured that I had access to online lessons. And the deputy principal, Mr. Karanja, even at some point came to visit me at home. Just a friendly visit to find out how what I'm doing, and it was really helpful.
So in the online lessons, you'd cover the topics that are coming through up to the end. Were you able to do that?
We were able to cover a significant portion, but we didn't quite reach the end of the syllabus. That one we finished in school. But I can say the teachers were very committed and very strict in ensuring that you attended. They even came up with an outreach program. They will go for the individual students who are not able to attend, purchase them mobile phones, try to find a way of ensuring that they access them. They were generally very, very committed.
Alan, did you have a chance for online classes?
I tried, but I could not make it.
Why not?
Why? First of all, I tried, but it wasn't could find that I will try to catch up with chemistry, but I look at the videos, there's no sound, there are scratches. I try maths, I try physics. I can say I tried, but I don't think it was that significant because I covered only 2 topics in physics and 3 in maths, so the rest were just, I didn't attend the online classes.
And so how did you compensate? Because the others were having online classes, you were unable to log in completely, so how did you compensate for the topics that you were supposed to cover?
So in the end, I just had to do more. It's like you're in a race, someone is in the 3rd lap, you're in the 1st lap, but in the end, no one is going to want to know that he had online classes. He didn't. No one will want to know. It will just be he scored an A, he scored a B. So during the 2nd term, when we came back, I started on that night. I would go for sleepless nights. I would read up to 3, I would read up to, let's say, 1:30. We were supposed to wake up at 4. When I could feel I was so tired, I went to my bed, I stood up. Now I read standing. Sometimes I will feel like sleeping, but standing up, read up to 3:30. Then sleep for the 30 minutes, go at 4. There was a drive inside me that told me that someone read for 7 months, you did nothing. So it's going to make you be on the same levels. Because after coming back to school, the teachers were still asking me, we still want you to be somewhere when the results come up. They didn't know that I did nothing. So I was trying to hide it by overworking to fill that gap. Yes.
So this is an amazing example that you've given. You're in the first lap, people are in the third lap, and nobody cares because the race is going on anyway.
Yeah.
So describe for me your living condition, the bed sitter that you are in. How many people were there as your family? How many people would share for you to have to go and read in their toilet?
You are me, my mom, my dad, then very little siblings, one a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. My older siblings are, my sister was in the university and my brother is living in his own house.
So all the 5 of you would stay in the same house?
Yes.
What inspired you to try and read? Were you looking at them and saying, I will have to change their lives?
Yes, that one was there from primary school. When I came to high school, the drive to give them a better life. I just wanted to score an A and do medicine, because you remember in 2016, scoring an A was like,
Yeah.
But now going forward, Form 2, Form 3, the teachers started noticing he has been coming number 1 since Form 1.
Yeah.
The director says, we expect you there. Then the students also started saying it. So I had no choice but to do it. So whenever I felt like sleeping, I would tell myself, even if I won't do it for myself, let me try and do it, even if it's for them.
Yeah.
So, and I would also like to tell the students, I had a mentor, was like a father to me, my class teacher, who teaches me geography. His name is Mr. Pando Julius Ogutu.
Yeah.
So he would come and give me stories about Ronaldo. He would tell me that, oh, Ronaldo says this life is living, it's not his.
Yeah.
So even me, I told myself, it's not mine. I will count the days. I have 200 days in this school.
Yeah.
If I'm suffering like this, I'm reading up to 3 and waking up at 4. I won't do it forever. It's just for a moment.
Yeah.
Even Ronaldo, there are things he can't eat. That life is living, it's not his. It's just a short term. So that gave me the drive, would encourage me, told me that you are going to war.
Yeah.
You can't labor, you can't deliver unless you labor. For the women who are pregnant, you can't deliver until you labor. But when the child comes out, you'll be very happy. So will constantly tell me, you can't stop training because you know how to score. So his words always gave me encouragement when I was beaten in the internal exams. Yes.
What do your parents do for a living, Alan?
Okay, my mother is a tailor, and my dad is a casual businessman.
When you saw the way your mother was happy and I saw her speaking to Waiga Maura, what came to your mind? Did you finally see that this is what I wanted for my parents?
Yeah, definitely.
What would you tell her right now, because I know she's watching?
I would really like to thank her for walking with me through this journey, and especially because she was very prayerful. You know, you can work hard, very hard, but if you don't have God, it's like you're doing nothing. Because I know many other students work hard, even in the same school, Index 2, Index 9, Index 3, Index 5, they're also working hard. Yes, we're working the same, at the same rate, different rates, same. But what I think that those prayers made a difference.
Mr. Pius, how much of support is needed from parents? And you can hear the inspiring stories from the students who are here with us. How significant is the parental support to the KCSE candidates and even just generally students?
Trevor, I think parental support is very important. The social the social support that you need to give as a parent, and emotional support. Now, our children are gifted differently, and it's important for us parents to realize that what you need to do is to facilitate them rather than push them to what you want them to become. So when they are in school, it is important to let them know that it is their life they are working for. It is a choice they are making. So for me, I always tell my children, that I was telling Robin this, that what you are passionate about doing is what is best for you. Choose that path and follow it through. You don't have to have people pushing and telling you what you need to do, but for us parents is to facilitate. And also it is important for parents to be cooperative with the school teachers. Teachers are very important because they are the ones who know what the students need and all that. I've been a parent representative in Murang'a High School, right from Form 1 to Form 4. So what I came to learn is teachers are very important people. And as a parent, you should never say anything negative against the teachers with your children. Make the children recognize that teachers are parents to them. Once you do that, the teachers will help them to navigate through the challenges that they may get. And as a parent, whatever the teachers ask, if you're not able to, just talk nicely to them. If you're able to, please pay your fees in time. Facilitate your children whatever they need. Like the challenges we went through of COVID-19. When Robin came back home, I felt a bit down, and I thought, well, his dreams now probably will not come to fulfillment. But then Murang'a High School actually put in a very good plan of online learning. So all I needed was to do was facilitate. And the principal, Kuria, with his team are great people. Because what they did is that the children who are disadvantaged and could not afford mobile phones or so, they came up with an outreach program. And they bought phones and took them to these children's homes. They were going all over the country, wherever a child came from, giving them that and giving them the bundles for them to be able to attend the online classes. They were doing tests weekly. So for a parent, it was a matter of ensuring your child actually sends the homework. The results, when they come back, you look at them, and then they do again the homework. So the teachers, I think, are very important. And as parents, let's not push our children to what we want them to become. Let's facilitate them and trust them, empower them to make decisions on their own. All right. That's very important.
Robin, what were your favorite subjects and your worst subjects, and what do you want to become after university?
I really loved all the subjects. But
spoken like a true genius.
No, not really. I loved all of them. But of course, there are the challenges, definitely, especially English. It had not been a joke all through. But when you got to Form 4, and the madam that we got for English, Madam Lydia, she kept assuring us, you'll get your A. You know, at that time she's telling us maybe at some point you failed, I have say 40%, but she's still telling me, relax, you'll get your A. And that really pushed me. And my favorite subjects, I would say, they were mathematics, chemistry, physics, biology and geography.
I didn't like any of those subjects, but that's just me. What do you want to become when you're done with university?
I would love to become a doctor, a surgeon, and hopefully specialize in oncology. I realized that cancer has been a menace in the country, so I think the best way I can give back to the society will be assisting those patients. That is definitely my dream.
All right. Alan, what are your favorite subjects and your worst?
Okay. I can't say they're my worst, but the way I testified, English was not a walk in the park. I don't know if it's a boy thing or for all candidates, but English was not a walk in the park. Since Form 2, you can find that you have 5 A's. When you come to English, you have even 60. It's a B minus. So the teacher's telling you just work hard, you'll score an A. And you're not seeing it coming. It's in Term 1, Form 4, you're still at 60. Term 2, you can test 70. You think you're rising. The next one, go back there. Then you're so discouraged. What does this English want? I'm giving it. I'm not reading maths, I'm not reading chemistry, but I'm still scoring an A. But I'm reading English too much, but no, at least Kiswahili, I could read and see results, but English, we had to go sleepless nights with the deputy principal. He's a senior examiner in English paper 2. Sleepless nights, I will go there at 11 at his office, leave at maybe 1:30. Go to the HOD English, he was an examiner in paper 3. I write 4 essays a day. I'm just telling those boys out there, English is not a walk in the park.
Okay. And what do you want to become when you're done with the university?
So I want to pursue medicine and surgery.
Yeah.
Then after that I can specialize in neurosurgery because of the shortage and also the passion for hire. Yeah.
You mentioned that you want to do this here locally.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Maybe even if I don't do it locally, but in the end, wherever I do it, even if it's abroad, my services will be offered here.
Why?
Because, you know, according to the statistics, the ratio for doctors to patients should be 1 to 1,000, but it's 1 to, the last time I saw it was, don't know, 1 to 100,000 or a million. So you can see that shortage, and we have these pandemics coming up, so you know there's a shortage for doctor. So that's where there's a shortage, and it's also a passion, you know. From biology, it's a passion.
All right. I want to thank you guys so much for coming through. You're absolutely inspirational, and I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for making time for us. Simiyu Robinson Wanjala, #1 student in the country. Wasonga Allan from Agorosari, #2 student in the country. And Paya Simiyu Robinson's father, thank you so much for doing a job well done. And you are absolutely inspirational young people. I wish you all the best. When I look at you, I see a future that encourages all of us here.